Frozen vegetables. They seem like the ultimate health hack. A quick, affordable way to get your daily greens without the prep, the waste, or the guilt. You toss a bag in your cart thinking you're making a smart choice for your body. But what if that bag is hiding something you never expected? Behind those frosty packages and words like seasoned or simply steamed, many frozen veggie brands are loaded with sodium, artificial flavors, and processed additives that turn a healthy side into something closer to junk food. And today we are exposing the worst offenders. And the final one might be sitting in your freezer right now. 11. Green Giant seasoned veggies. Green Giant is a name that has been trusted for generations. When you see that iconic green figure on the package, you think wholesome, farm-fresh vegetables. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Their seasoned and sauced vegetable lines are a completely different story from their plain frozen options. Take their lightly sauced garden vegetable medley. Sounds innocent enough. But flip that box over and you will find a parade of additives: modified cornstarch, sugar, xanthan gum, whey powder, lactose, and natural flavor. 310 milligrams of sodium per serving, about 13% of your daily recommended limit just from a vegetable side dish. The word lightly and lightly sauced is doing some heavy lifting here. What you are actually getting is vegetables coated in butter substitutes, thickening agents, and flavor enhancers designed to make processed food taste more appealing than it naturally would. The soybean oil and modified starches create that glossy, saucy coating, but they also transform a simple vegetable dish into something far more processed than most shoppers realize. Green Giant's plain frozen vegetables remain a solid choice. But the moment you see words like seasoned, sauced, or butter sauce on the package, you are entering different territory entirely. You are paying for convenience and getting a processed food product dressed up as health food. Skip the seasoned varieties, grab their plain vegetables, and add your own real butter, garlic, and herbs at home. You will save sodium, avoid the additives, and actually taste the vegetables. Speaking of vegetables buried under sauce, wait until you see what is hiding in our next brand. Tetkin Pon. Bird's Eye Voila. Complete meals. Bird's Eye has earned a reputation for quality frozen vegetables, and their plain steam-fresh line deserves that trust. But their Voila complete frozen skillet meals? That is an entirely different product category disguised as a vegetable brand extension. These are not vegetable sides. They are full frozen dinners with pasta, protein, and sauce, all carrying the Bird's Eye name. And the sodium content is staggering. The garlic chicken variety packs 620 milligrams of sodium per serving. The cheesy chicken version, 940 milligrams, over 40% of your entire daily recommended sodium intake in a single serving. The Environmental Working Group has specifically flagged Bird's Eye Voila products for containing 41% of the daily sodium recommendation. When a health watchdog singles out your frozen dinner for excessive salt content, that is a serious red flag. Flip the package and you will find sodium phosphates, modified corn starch, maltodextrin, caramel color, and natural flavors. These are the hallmarks of ultra-processed convenience food, not the simple frozen vegetables Bird's Eye built their name on. The danger here is brand confusion. Shoppers see Bird's Eye and assume they are making a healthy choice. But Voila meals are frozen dinners competing with Hungry Man and Stouffer's, just wearing a vegetable company's logo. If you want Bird's Eye quality, stick to their plain steam-fresh vegetables. Leave the Voila boxes on the shelf. Now let us talk about a store brand that has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. 9. Great Value Frozen Broccoli Cuts. Walmart's Great Value line promises budget-friendly basics, and for many products, they deliver decent quality at lower prices. But their frozen broccoli cuts have become notorious online, and not in a good way. A TikTok video showing a Great Value broccoli bag filled almost entirely with one massive frozen stalk racked up nearly 500,000 views. The comments exploded with shoppers sharing similar experiences, bags dominated by tough, woody stems instead of the tender florets pictured on the packaging. Some customers reported pieces so fibrous they were nearly impossible to chew. Others described finding what felt like choking hazards, chunks of stem so hard and woody they could not be softened even with extended cooking. Go Banking Rates specifically called out great value frozen broccoli on their list of Walmart products to avoid, citing poor quality and unreliable consistency. This is not about one bad bag. It is a pattern of quality control failure that has frustrated shoppers for years. What you are seeing is skimpflation in action, the gradual reduction of ingredient quality while packaging and prices stay the same. Instead of premium florets, you get whatever scraps make it through processing. The stems are technically broccoli, but they are not what anyone pictures when they grab that bag. At this price point, you might think you are saving money. But when half the bag is inedible woody stems destined for the trash, those savings evaporate quickly. Spend the extra $1 on a brand that actually delivers florets. Our next entry takes one of the healthiest vegetables on earth and buries it under processing. 8. Pick sweet creamed spinach. Spinach is one of nature's most nutrient-dense vegetables. Iron, vitamins A and C, folate, and antioxidants packed into every dark green leaf. It should be a health food slam dunk. But Pick Sweet's creamed spinach transforms this superfood into something barely recognizable. The ingredient list extends far beyond spinach, water, and cream. You will find modified tapioca starch, mono and diglycerides, locust bean gum, xanthan gum, sodium phosphate, potassium sorbate as a preservative, yeast extract, and added sugar. That creamy texture does not come from actual cream. It comes from milk protein concentrates and a cocktail of thickening agents engineered to simulate richness without the cost of real dairy. The sodium content climbs predictably high for a creamed vegetable product. And that yeast extract? It functions as a flavor enhancer similar to MSG, designed to make processed food taste more savory and satisfying than its actual ingredients would deliver. This is convenience food cosplaying as a vegetable side dish. The spinach is still in there somewhere, but it is swimming in stabilizers, emulsifiers, and chemical flavor boosters that undermine everything that made spinach healthy in the first place. Real creamed spinach takes about 10 minutes. Fresh or frozen plain spinach, real cream, garlic, and salt. That is the entire recipe. You get actual dairy richness, you control the sodium, and you skip the laboratory of additives. Up next, a store brand with a surprising secret hiding in their seasoned lineup. 7. Kroger Southern-style mixed vegetables. Kroger's store brand frozen vegetables generally offer solid quality at reasonable prices. Their plain frozen options are perfectly fine budget choices. But venture into their seasoned Southern-style territory and you will find something very different, lurking in those bags. Glory Foods, seasoned Southern-style mixed greens sold through Kroger stores reveals the problem clearly. The ingredient list includes hydrolyzed soy protein, a flavor enhancer that works similarly to MSG. Natural smoke flavor to simulate a slow-cooked taste without actual smoking. Bacon fat for richness. Caramel color, an additive that has been flagged by health organizations for potential concerns. Sodium diacetate to create an artificial vinegar tang. And added sugars to round out the flavor profile. This is manufactured Southern comfort, not grandmother's kitchen. Every element of that home-style taste has been engineered through additives rather than cooking technique. The vegetables themselves become almost secondary to the seasoning packet, designed to trigger nostalgia without the effort of actual preparation. The marketing sells tradition and heritage. The ingredients tell a story of food science and cost optimization. You are paying for the illusion of slow-cooked Southern vegetables while consuming a heavily processed product that would be unrecognizable to anyone who actually grew up with real Southern cooking. Grab plain frozen greens instead, a splash of olive oil, fresh garlic, real smoked ham hock or bacon if you want that flavor, and 20 minutes of actual cooking. That is real Southern style, not a laboratory approximation. Now let us look at a budget favorite that hides some surprises in their flavored option 6. Aldi Seasons Choice Roasted Veggies and Sauce. Aldi has built a loyal following among budget-conscious shoppers, and rightfully so. Their Seasons Choice plain roasted vegetables are genuinely good products, seasoned simply with olive oil, sea salt, and pepper. Solid quality at hard-to-beat prices, but their sauced and cheese-seasoned varieties slide into problematic territory quickly. The grilled vegetable medleys with cheese seasonings add layers of ingredients that have no business in a vegetable side dish. Added oils beyond the original olive oil, flavor powders to boost taste artificially, and significant sodium loads that climb well above their plain counterparts. The allergen warnings on some varieties tell their own story. Milk, wheat, egg, soy, fish, and shellfish warnings on a vegetable product indicate a heavily processed manufacturing environment where cross-contamination risks run high. That is the fingerprint of industrial food production, not simple vegetable preparation. Texture complaints also surface regularly for the sauced versions. Customers report vegetables that emerge soft and mushy rather than crisp roasted because cooking from frozen with sauces applied creates steam that destroys texture. The cheese sauce masks what is actually happening to the vegetables underneath. For Aldi shoppers, the solution is simple. Stick with the plain season's choice roasted vegetables, which represent genuine value. Skip anything with sauce, cheese seasoning, or flavor packets. You will get better vegetables and avoid the additives. Speaking of sauces hiding problems, our next brand takes a respected name in a disappointing direction. 5. Hanover Frozen Vegetable Blends and Sauce. Hanover has been farming and freezing vegetables for nearly a century, and their plain frozen options reflect that heritage. Simple ingredients, quality produce, farm to table values. But their sauced vegetable blends abandon everything that made the brand trustworthy. Take their broccoli with cheese sauce. The cheese component arrives as pellets containing modified cornstarch, sodium phosphate, xanthan gum, annatto coloring, and natural flavors. 180 milligrams of sodium per serving sounds moderate until you realize most people eat 2 or 3 servings as a side dish. That math adds up fast. The cheese sauce pellet format tells you everything about the product philosophy. This is not cheese. It is a shelf-stable flavor delivery system engineered to melt into a sauce-like substance when heated. The starches provide body. The sodium phosphate ensures smooth texture. The coloring makes it look like cheddar. The natural flavors make it taste vaguely cheesy. Real cheese does none of these jobs because real cheese actually is cheese. What frustrates loyal Hanover customers is the contrast with their plain products. The same company that delivers excellent simple frozen vegetables also produces these additive-heavy convenience items. They clearly know how to do it right, they just choose not to when sauces enter the equation. Buy Hanover's plain vegetables with confidence, then make your own cheese sauce in 5 minutes with real butter, real cheese, and a splash of milk. You will taste the difference immediately. Now we reach a comfort food brand that has strayed far from home cooking. 4. Stauffer's Vegetable Classics. Stauffer's has been selling frozen comfort food for over a century, and they have never pretended to be a health food company. But their vegetable side dishes carry an implicit promise that vegetables are involved. The reality proves far more complicated. Their creamed spinach, one of their most popular vegetable sides, contains a revealing ingredient list: spinach and skim milk. Yes, but also soybean oil, modified food starch, xanthan gum, autolyzed yeast extract, and bleached wheat flour. 480 milligrams of sodium per half-cup serving. 21% of your daily recommended limit before you have touched your main course. Tasting Table reviewed Stauffer's creamed spinach and did not hold back. They described overwhelming saltiness that buried the spinach flavor and a slimy, gooey texture that felt more like paste than a vegetable dish. When food critics use words like slimy to describe your product, something has gone wrong. The pattern repeats across their Vegetable Classics line. Spinach souffle adds sugar and more soybean oil to the mix. Each product buries whatever vegetables are present under layers of creamy sauces, stabilizers, and enough sodium to satisfy a salt craving for days. Stauffer's makes no secret that they are selling convenience comfort food. But when the vegetable side dishes taste more like salt delivery systems than actual vegetables, they have crossed a line. Your frozen vegetable sides should enhance a meal, not overpower it with sodium and additives. Plain frozen spinach with your own cream, fresh garlic, and real Parmesan takes 10 minutes and actually tastes like food. Now we enter the top 3, where the problems get even more serious. 3. Green Giant Simply Steam Sauced varieties. Here is where the Simply Steam line truly loses its way. While Green Giant's plain frozen vegetables remain solid options, their sauced, Simply Steam varieties tell a very different story, one that puts this iconic brand squarely on our avoid list. Take the broccoli and cheese sauce. The ingredient list reads like a food science experiment. Modified cornstarch, autolyzed yeast extract, hydrolyzed corn protein, torula yeast, sodium phosphate, sodium alginate, xanthan gum, and dextrose. That is over 20 ingredients for what should be broccoli with cheese. And here is the real shocker. 430 milligrams of sodium per serving, nearly 20% of your daily limit in a 2/3 cup portion. Double that for a realistic side dish serving and you are approaching half your daily sodium before the mains course even hits your plate. What really stands out is the layered flavor enhancement strategy. Autolyzed yeast extract, hydrolyzed corn protein, and torula yeast are all MSG alternatives that trigger the same umami response. They are technically natural, but function as chemical flavor boosters, designed to make processed food taste more satisfying than it actually is. The marketing claims no artificial flavors or preservatives, but when your ingredients include sodium phosphate as a texture modifier and multiple yeast extracts as hidden flavor enhancers, the natural label starts feeling like a technicality rather than a promise. If you want vegetables with cheese, buy plain frozen broccoli and melt real cheddar on top. 5 minutes of effort gives you actual ingredients you can pronounce. Now let us move to number 2, where creamy convenience takes an even darker turn. 2. Bird's Eye creamy spinach and cauliflower sides. Bird's Eye built their reputation on simple frozen vegetables, but their creamy side dishes represent everything wrong with the modern frozen vegetable aisle. Products that take naturally nutritious ingredients and bury them under layers of processed additives. Their steam-fresh creamed spinach contains modified cornstarch, soybean oil, Parmesan cheese flavor, made with disodium phosphate and sodium citrate, xanthan gum, guar gum, and that catch-all phrase natural flavor. The sodium hits around 300 milligrams per serving, and very few people stop at the suggested portion. But the mashed cauliflower line is where things get truly concerning. The sour cream and chive variety packs 450 milligrams of sodium per half cup, a full 20% of your daily limit. The roasted garlic version, 470 to 500 milligrams, triggering what some retailers flag with an actual sodium warning because it exceeds half the daily recommended limit when consumed in typical portions. Instead of real sour cream, you get dried sour cream powder combined with cultured non-fat milk solids and citric acid. The roasted garlic version relies on modified whey and corn starch to achieve its creamy texture. These products are marketed as healthy potato alternatives for carb-conscious consumers, yet they deliver sodium loads that rival fast food. The irony is painful. People choose these thinking they are making a healthier choice, but they are trading carbohydrates for a processed product that taxes your cardiovascular system instead. If you want mashed cauliflower, steam fresh florets and mash them yourself. It takes 10 minutes and 0 additives. Now, for number 1, the absolute worst offender in the frozen vegetable aisle. 1. Pick Sweet Farms seasoned and deluxe vegetables. Here's the biggest surprise on our list. Pick Sweet has been a family farm operation since 1945, and their plain, simple harvest vegetables are genuinely excellent. But their seasoned vegetables for the skillet and specialty side dish lines have quietly become some of the most processed products hiding in the frozen vegetable section. Take their broccoli and cauliflower with garlic and herbs. Sounds wholesome, right? The ingredient list tells a different story. Vegetable oil from olive canola or soybean sources, sugar, xanthan gum, citric acid, soy sauce, and natural flavor. 370 milligrams of sodium per serving, 16% of your daily limit for what looks like simple, seasoned vegetables. Their bacon seasoned varieties go even further into processed territory. The southern skillet corn contains tapioca maltodextrin, corn maltodextrin, potato maltodextrin, yeast extract, rendered bacon fat, and natural smoke flavor. 3 different maltodextrins in a vegetable side dish. That is filler engineering, not farm fresh cooking. And then there is the sweet potato casserole, a holiday convenience item hiding some truly concerning ingredients: hydrogenated soybean oil, sodium benzoate preservative, artificial flavor, and calcium disodium, EDTA. This is not your grandmother's casserole recipe. It is an industrial food product using chemical preservation methods specifically designed for long shelf life, not nutrition. The contrast with their plain vegetables makes this especially frustrating. Pick Sweet proves they know how to do frozen vegetables right, but when they add sauces and seasonings, they abandon that quality approach entirely. Stick with their unseasoned products and add your own herbs, garlic, and olive oil at home. You will get actual farm-to-table flavor without the chemical seasoning packets.